Hello and welcome to a new topic of operations management. Today we are going to talk about a very important lesson, which is project management. Do you know that 70% of projects fail? This is according to Standish Group last year. Just 40% of projects at IBM mean they complete three goals: the schedule, the budget, and the quality. All this because lack of project management skills. Today, I'll take you through the journey to get better understanding of project management and project management life cycle. Our learning objectives today: first, we'll define what is a project. Second, we will distinguish between a project and ongoing operation. Third, we will discuss in detail the project management life cycle. So, what is project? Project is a temporary and unique. It's temporary because projects always have a start and finish. When you start your project, when you decide to do it, and finish when you deliver the finished product or the service to the customer. In some cases, projects end because you decide to terminate it. Projects also deliver unique product or service. For example, when Microsoft developed Windows 10, you will find that the new version is unique and can be differentiated from any other versions that have been produced before. It's also very important to differentiate between the project and ongoing operation. The project is a temporary, while operation has no end. For example, developing a new accounting software is considered as a project, while using this software in accounting department is considered as an operation. So the project is unique and finite, while operation is repetitive. The project life cycle. The project life cycle has 5 phases: initiation, planning, executing, monitoring and controlling, and you will end up the project life cycle by closing phase. The initiation phase. It answers the following question. The first question is the idea of the project. What your project is going to deliver. Is it going to develop software or construct it? Second, what is your business case? What are the objectives of doing this project? Are they strategic objectives or financial objectives? A strategic objective, for example, like you want to increase the market share by 30% at the end of the year. And financial objectives, you might want to increase the ROI by 15% by the end of the year. It answers the question also, who will fund this project? Are you going to fund the project by yourself? Or is there any sponsor is going to fund it? It also answers the inquiry about who will manage the project itself. So the project is going to be managed by the project manager, and who is the project manager, for example. And some members of the team will be assigned maybe in the planning phase. The planning phase also comes out with an estimate and time and resources. So your estimates should be close to the reality. You estimate about the cost. For example, the cost of your project might be $1 billion, and the project will take 3 years. This is an estimate for the time. The resources you need, you have 2 kinds of resources: the human resources and material resources. For example, the human resources, you want to answer how many engineers you want, how many welders, how many workers you want in your project. The material, you have also to inquire and get details about the types of materials and machines you are going to use. Are you going to hire machines from our side? So for how long you are going to hire them? When you plan your project, you have to compose and break down your project into small parts. This is called work breakdown structure. So work breakdown structure is composing the whole project into small manageable activities. As you can see in this figure, the project here is going to be broken down into small tasks. Task 1, 2, and 3. Task 1 is also decomposed to subtasks 1, 2, and 3. and subtask 1 is also broken into work packages, work package 2 and 3, for example. The work package is the smallest unit of the work. It cannot be decomposed in any smaller parts. It's also very important to consider the structure of the project organization. You have your organizational chart, which is the original organizational chart in your company. But when you implement the project, you have to develop your pure project organization. In this project organization, the project manager, for example, project manager A is going to assign people from different departments to work with him in this project. For example, he's going to assign people from marketing, manufacturing, R&D, human resources as well. So the project team members are temporarily assigned to the project and report to the project manager. Execution phase, after you plan your project, you are going to perform the work. This is project execution phase. So here you are going to perform the planned work and deliver the product or the service to the customer. Project monitoring and controlling. Monitoring and controlling. While you are performing your work, you have to monitor it. So you have to compare the performed work against your plan. So you did a plan in the planning phase, and the work has been done in the executing phase. So you are going to compare actually between the work have been done in the execution phase and what you have planned in the planning phase. If the performed work meets the plan, so we will continue with the plan. There is no change at all. But if the performed work different from the plan, so corrective actions are needed. So a change in the plan might be needed as well. For instance, you might find that you are behind the schedule or late. So you can take a corrective action, such as adding more resources, such as people, more engineers, in order to finish the project on time. Closing phase. It is the final phase of your project. You formally close the contract. You document the lessons learned from your project. The lessons learned is you are going to document what you have done right, what you have done wrong, what you have done right in order to repeat it in the next project. What you have done wrong should be also documented because you want to avoid it in your next project. So the lessons learned is actually the assets of your organization. So, and it will be benefited for you in the coming projects. So today's lesson, to sum up, we talked about the project characteristics, which is temporary and unique. We also differentiated between the project and the ongoing operations. We also talked in details about the project life cycle. I would like also to thank you for listening today, and please feel free to ask any questions. Thank you so much.